to do that, especially if it's a new relationship, like Travis's always are because they don't last longer than 3 months. So you never want to put yourself in that position. And just like Travis admitted that he really likes pre workout, take your pre workout at home before and then poop at home before you hit the gym.
Okay.
Go.
All right, first question. How dare you?
Can I get a spot?
Hey man, can I get a spot?
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 Can I get a spot? Let's get rolling. Just me and you. You and I.
Just the two
Try
of us.
Try this to make it if
Can you play that song over
Mm,
me singing that when you splice
maybe.
this together? Because
I think
Nobody
I
wants to
think
hear me
like
sing.
we're allowed to do like a little bit of sound from people unless we get like cut off. I don't know about that. We'll find out. We'll find out. Okay.
who's gonna report us?
Let's not push our luck. Just in case someone is listening from Spotify.
Oh,
Don't tell them. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll right into something a lot of our listeners have wanted to tackle, and it's 10 of the, most
asked.
asked questions about fitness. So we can just take it bit by bit, roll into it, and get your thoughts, get more importantly my thoughts. And
How did I know you were gonna say that?
just kind of give.
I'll
it to
just sit
what they
here and
want.
nod.
Just nod. Be like, yeah, I agree.
You-
I agree. That's a good point.
You know, you're just gonna cut my answers out
yeah,
anyway.
just splice it, just word by word, what I want to hear.
You do
okay.
realize that I have more years of experience in this field than you. So
How many years have you been doing this?
I have been in the professional world. Ooh, since I was 22 and I'm 35 almost. 13 years.
You're dating yourself there.
I know. It's okay.
Okay, that's why I wanted to ask you.
I
So,
accept, I accept the fact that I'm about to be 35. Age is
good.
just a number.
age is just a number. Do I need to work out daily?
Is that the first question?
That is the first question.
The short answer is no.
Okay, what's the long answer?
Depends on your goals, but still, I would say no. It's important to have at least one rest day a week. But also, if you are competing for something that requires you to do low intensity things on your off days, then potentially yes, every day. But for the majority of people, their goals do not require them to exercise every single day.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I would say it's very much related to kind of more in the field of like what your goals are. It's like if you're obviously doing bodybuilding shows, you're gonna be in the gym all the time. Or same thing with the powerlifting meets. or-
Yeah. But even still, like when I was doing my bodybuilding show, I still had a rest day.
Yeah. So at least one.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say. Because I mean, when you are exercising, you're putting your body under a lot of stress. So if you are also stressed in your work life and your personal life, you're not going to make any progress in the gym. So it's important to have that day to fully recover.
Yeah, because I mean, I am on a split that's 6 days,
Mhm.
and I was supposed to do my like cardio circuiting today, and I did not do my cardio
Ooh.
circuiting today, mainly because I'm still recovering. Because for anyone who was in the gym, Marble Falls yesterday, saw me fail a lift. I was trying for 2 for 315. I only got 1, and
Mm.
Ed, the savior, saved me. So
I forgot to watch it on camera.
it's okay. We don't need to. I actually was gonna watch it and see where I went wrong on that one because I went down and I went back up and I felt like a twinge in my elbow,
Mm.
and so that's when I just stopped immediately, let it go down.
Well,
and it
it's
caught me.
probably good that you did because if you would have tried to push through it, you probably would have injured yourself. So,
Yeah, I know. I felt it. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
it'll
Well,
die.
it's important to listen to your body.
Yep.
And probably why most people need a rest day.
Mm-hmm.
I fully believe in rest days, even if I'm 6 days a week. No, I'm just
I'm all
kidding.
about those rest
No.
days.
Even when I am fully committed to dropping fat mass or prepping for any sort of competition that I've done, I just need them. My body needs them.
Yeah.
But it's also because I'm old.
Yep,
So
yep. Preach.
these
preach.
old bones.
Okay, so that kind of segues into the next question. How long should I work out?
I think we kind of answered this one with one of our guests previously, I believe. sort of. I think, you know, as much as you can do, as much as you can commit to, is going to be better than nothing. But if you want to make progress, whether it's getting stronger, dropping fat mass, building muscle, whatever your goal is, I think committing to at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That is technically what the CDC recommends is 3 hours a week, or I believe 5 half hours a week, something along those lines.
Yeah.
But I do think everybody's body is different. So some people can see a significant amount of results in just 3 days a week for an hour. I physically cannot because I enjoy food. So I don't want to be in a huge caloric deficit when I'm trying to lose fat mass. So because of that, I need to exercise 5 or 6 days a week in order to see results, if that's
Yeah.
my goal.
I would say the time would be somewhere in the realm that you get a good warm up and then a good amount of work
Mhm.
and then a good cool down. Whatever that means. If that's 5
Right.
minutes warm up, 5 minutes cool down, and 20 minutes in between, that'd be awesome. Ideally, it'd be like 15, 15, and 30 in the middle.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Okay, so how can I increase muscle mass?
Lift heavy shit.
Eat meat.
Yeah.
Eat all the meat.
Yeah, so what about vegetarians? They can't eat meat.
Pea protein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eat those peas.
Just get your protein in, right?
Mhm.
Like at least 1 gram per pound of body weight, if not more, if you're trying to build muscle.
And eggs.
Eggs have protein in them, so
Yeah,
yes, eggs are good.
That's my
Thank you,
that's my-
Travis.
that's my go-to if I'm short on my macros. I just eat a bunch of boiled egg whites,
Mm-hmm.
put them in my milkshake,
Gross.
protein shake, and
Ew.
just
Ew.
down the hatch.
I
down the
think
hatch.
the bigger obstacle for people is that they don't know what carbs, fats, and proteins are. I don't know if that's one of
Mhm.
the questions we're going to go over, but anytime that I tell
Kinda.
people you need more protein if you want to build muscle, and I ask them, "Do you get protein in your diet?" They're like, "Yeah, I eat apples." And I'm like, "I eat peanuts," and I'm just like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
yeah, I drink water. so-
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So I think we have a deeper issue here. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, lift heavier weights, lower repetitions, get on a good program,
More eggs.
more
eggs.
protein in general.
Okay.
Carbs are your friend as well.
They are. Get their oatmeal in.
Even
the-
when
the
you are
dark
trying to
grains.
lose fat, you can still eat carbs. That's a big one.
So that will be going into one of our questions.
Okay. Well, then I'll
we'll
stop
go into
talking.
nutrition. Yes, please. So how much weight should I use when strength training? I get that question a lot in the gym. It's like, what should I lift? How much?
Man, these questions are all super relative. Like, it obviously depends on where they're starting.
Yeah.
So, if they're a beginner, no weight. Use your body weight first.
Mhm.
Make sure your form is correct and that you can get a good solid 10 to 15 reps of just your body weight
Yeah.
without being completely exhausted.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I love when we're working out with people and, someone's like always lifting so much weight, but then we correct the form
Yeah.
and then they like puke.
When it's just
I
the
know,
bar.
I know.
I know.
I think
Yeah.
actually like 2 people got they puked this week in my gym. So,
Because of a workout you took them through?
yeah.
Like a consultation or actual training
Consultation.
clients? Nice.
Yeah, I know. It was one guy who Mr. Know-it-all. Mr. Know-it-all.
God.
Yeah. But then he opened up, I put him through a little bit more advanced circuiting, overhead squats, and
Yeah.
he opened up a little bit and it got more fun. But then, when we were doing the body composition, he was just like, he started going white. I was like, can I go to the bathroom? Go take a second?
It's even better when I make guys do stuff like that because I'm a female, so they think don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna be able to teach them anything. I'm not gonna be able to kick their asses as hard as they do for
Dude,
themselves,
yeah.
and then
then you make them
I
get
love
sick.
it. It's the best.
Okay, so yeah, go light, focus on form first, and then go from there. Okay, so what kind of training should I do to lose weight? So we did touch base on this with Rachel Prairie.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna say the same thing for everything. It totally depends on your body.
Yep.
If you are a mesomorph, ectomorph, or endomorph, that's gonna be different for each body type.
Yeah.
Like for me, I notice that um I need a little bit of a mix of everything. Like I need to lift heavy a few days a week, but then I also need to do high intensity training a few days a week, and then maybe one or two low intensity steady state cardio days, like walking at an incline on the treadmill or
Mhm.
stair climber at a really slow pace or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. With my programming, I had to have a talk with my trainer about that because he programmed for steady state cardio days, which are important.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna do them. Mm-mm.
Really?
Nope, I hate them. I hate doing it. It's super boring. I'd rather do hit training.
I'm the opposite.
No, I hate doing cardio. It's stupid. So, but I'll get on a sled and I'll do
Right.
box jumps and I'll push.
I like
everything
those
around.
too if I'm in like a class setting or like a group of people or in a one-on-one coaching session as well. I won't make myself do those. So like
Mm.
walking on the or climbing on the stair climber is my jam because I just bring my iPad, I just turn on some trashy TV and I just zone out for like 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, I started watching some trashy TV. Love is Blind.
Oh, so good.
I
That
know.
was my recommendation to you.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was super trashy. I was like, how are
Yeah.
these people just wanting to get married?
Apparently, The Ultimatum is even better than
I
Love is
saw that.
Blind.
I saw
and
that
it's
it's coming
filmed
out.
here in Austin,
Whoa.
which is the only reason it makes me want to watch it. But I
I
haven't
might know
started it
people.
yet, so.
Okay, so that was question 5. So what I want to do is I want to take a break because we're getting a lot of information in. So I want to go in to a brand new segment that we're going to do. It's called Spotters Debate.
Oh.
So Spotters Debate is, I'll explain how it's normally going to work. It's going to be a little different since it's our first time. So whenever we have any guest on, that whoever's turn it is, or yours or mine, is going to debate with our guest. So we're going to ask the guest if you would rather be for or against the subject of the day,
Mhm.
and it's going to be
Without knowing what the
without
subject.
knowing what the subject is. Absolutely,
So blindly, I just have to
Mhm.
say I'm going to be for it.
exactly. So whoever is for it has 1 minute to state their case,
Okay.
and I'll give you about 30 seconds to gather your thoughts. 30 seconds gathering your thoughts. 1 minute for 1 minute against, and then you have 30 seconds to prepare anything that you want to bring up for your rebuttal. And then we switch who goes first. So then it's going to be the 30 seconds of rebuttal from the against and 30 seconds rebuttal for the for. And then 15 seconds final for the pro and 15 seconds final for the against.
Yikes. Okay, this is a lot.
It's a lot, so we're just gonna have to
jump
roll
in.
into it.
Yeah, I'll figure it
Uh,
out.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to let you choose, since you're going to be the guest in the situation,
Mm.
for or against for all 3 rounds. Because it's going to be a tiebreaker. So,
Oh,
in case
gosh.
you win. And since we don't have a third panel today, that our winner of this debate is going to be by the listeners and anyone who's watching on Instagram too. So we're going to have to vote. You either vote that I won or that you won. So let's
And
let's
if you're
raise
smart, you're just going to vote for me.
Maybe depends on what the subject is.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so let's make it interesting too. I'm thinking you'll have to go up to the we'll go work out somewhere. Go to like Iron Plate, and you have to go like ask someone to give you a spot on whatever the winner chooses. So it could be like curls,
I was going to
like
say.
a 5-pound dumbbell.
Well,
hey,
like
bro, can you give me a spot? Like
uh,
deadlifts or something stupid. No, front squats.
no, I was just going to. Front squats, sometimes I do need a spot on.
Me and Ed were talking about that, about good ways to spot on a front squat, and there's not really a good way.
Mm-hmm. There is.
How would you spot a front squatter?
Below their lats to kind of like give them just like a little bit of a nudge if they need it.
What if you need to save them?
Well, you don't need to save them because
That's
they
what,
can just
that's
drop
what
the
we
weight.
talked about. Yeah.